kisses? Hello, baby girl.
Hey, I see you being cute. You guys are having a good moment. We have a new baby rhino at the zoo. His name is Gronk. He was named after Rob Gronkowski from the Buccaneers.
People say I look like a dinosaur, and they call me Gronkosaurus. So I think you are my long-lost cousin out there.
He's Jamie and Johnny's first calf. And this is baby Gronk. Today we're gonna do some relationship building, and it has a lot to do with touching and rubbing, basically tactile in different spots in his body.
He's teething, so he really likes to try and eat everything, including the brush. You are all up in the business.
So we've really been focusing on a relationship with Gronk. It's important when you have a protected contact species like a rhino, where you don't go in with them, that you have a great relationship. It really contributes to all of the medical procedures because it's completely voluntary. Ooh, he likes that. Tail went up.
He loves it. He's like, this is great.
If the animal doesn't want to interact with you, they're just going to walk away. So you really want to have that strong bond. Just love his pink skin.
What are you gonna do with that leaf in your mouth?
Chew on it, spit it out. Any chance that I can get to love on a rhino calf, I'm going to take it. He has his dad's ears for sure. I just see some ears.
I know.
So we think that Gronk may have Johnny's ears because Johnny has these really large ears for the size of his head. We'll often call him Bunny Rabbit. So we'll see them all nose to nose with each other. It's really sweet. Johnny's getting a little older, so we're having to really be watchful for anything that could be detrimental to his health. Right now he has a crack in his horn. His horn is wearing away, and we're gonna be doing some x-rays on Johnny's horn and hopefully be able to see if there's something going on that we're not able to actually see with the naked eye. We want Johnny to be healthy for baby Gronk.
Oh, he's getting zoomy.
Yes.
Yep. This calf is amazing. Oh my God. Do you see him?
He's like fake wallowing.
Oh, that's so cute.
This is why these animals are here, is so people learn more about them and want them to survive, and they want to know more about their wild counterparts and how they can help. And there he goes. So he just kind of loses control a little bit. He gets so overly excited and has to kind of run around and doesn't know what to do with himself. Just like a kid, yeah. Yeah.
So cute. Hello, cutie. I would like to snuggle you.
We're about to hang out with Sydney, the youngest koala. Right now, we're just waiting for him to move away from the door before we open it because he's very excited today.
Sydney is 2 years old. He will always be my baby, even though he is considered like a semi-adult.
We're the ones with the snacks. Hi.
We came to play with you.
Oh, he's very fast, so look out. He does have a tendency to be naughty sometimes. He'll get crazy and jump around.
Woo!
Woo, goodness. He's a wild child.
We came to see you specifically.
When we started koala training, we wanted to see what these animals are capable of, and there wasn't a lot of expectations cognitively. They assume that koalas aren't the most intelligent just based on their brain structure. So we were like, let's see what's gonna happen.
And he's just so inquisitive. He just loves to explore.
Good job.
He blows our mind every single day.
There we go. You're so brave.
This was not even on our radar, was that he would just sit and hang out with us and be comfortable enough. But this gives me an opportunity to look at his ears, his eyes. I can look at his hands. I could do this
Straight
all
chilling.
day. I have so many other things to do, and I would rather just sit in here with you.
I feel like this is what people think being a zookeeper is.
Yeah. This is a very small portion of my day, but it's the best part.
God, he's cute.
so smart. Good morning. Hi. Ready for your big day, Tiga? We have 3 Malayan tapers. We have Mom Ubi, Dad Albert, and then their daughter Tiga. Tiga is celebrating her 2nd birthday today.
Can't believe she's 2.
I know, it went by so fast.
Did.
I feel like we just found her as a little bitty taper.
I know.
It's really bittersweet because it's her last day to really have fun and explore her habitat before she goes off to her new zoo. In their native habitats, wild tapers separate from their parents at about this age. So it's really time. She's going to meet a boyfriend. They'll contribute to the species survival plan, so they'll help make more tapers to help with conservation. I think she'll like this.
Me too. All her favorites.
Yeah.
Ready?
Sure. Good job. You're such a champ.
She's coming.
She's coming.
Okay.
So the Malayan tapir is an endangered species. We're looking at maybe 2,500 animals left. A lot of people see them and don't know what they are, don't know what they're related to.
I definitely didn't know about tapirs growing up. They're one of those strange-looking animals that really capture your heart once you get to know them. They're odd-toed ungulates, so they're kind of fun, and they're related to horses and rhinos, and yet they look so much different. It's crazy.
All right, so this is a happy / sad birthday celebration.
Yep.
Goodbye, farewell.
party.
Oh, we love you party,
All right.
basically.
We
Yeah.
love you party, all right. Tika's gonna go on to be matched up and hopefully have babies of their own. So it's definitely time for her to move on to the next zoo.
It's crazy how fast she's grown.
I know.
From 24 pounds to a few hundred. I mean,
Right.
quite the change.
Yeah.
Tiga, as a little baby, tiny spotted calf, she was 24 pounds. She's grown quite a bit from that. Hi, girlfriend. So when tapir calves are born, they are really small and they're spotted. We often call them watermelons as an affectionate name. They look a little bit like a watermelon.
That actually helps camouflage them on the forest floors where they naturally exist.
Over the year, they'll start to lose those spots. That brown color will fade, and then they'll become black and white like the adults.
Man, you're really going to town on that.
Isn't she?
The time to say goodbye is getting really close.
Happy birthday, Tiga! Oh, see?
She wants to go with us. We'll meet you up top.
Oh, look at her go. All right.
Okay, let's go back.
African painted dogs are an incredible animal. They're highly intelligent. They work together as a pack, and they are phenomenal athletes.
One of the most important traits that painted dogs have as hunters is their way to communicate within their pack. They're constantly communicating between each other.
These animals have tremendous stamina. They can really pursue their prey for miles and for extended periods of time. So you certainly don't want to be on the other end of that.
So this morning we're going to be doing a procedure on 3 of our female painted dogs. We are going to do a full workup and then also replenish their birth control implants.
I just peed, but I feel like I could pee again.
Oh, me too. I feel like mine's like nervous pee. Like once we get going, it'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that's the same.
But like right now, I could definitely go to the bathroom.
Nervous peer.
About a year ago, we did incorporate a birth control implant, and it only lasts about a year, so we are due again for another procedure.
You guys check those locks?
Yep.
These guys are so smart. They know exactly what we're doing. They're always up in the ante for us, and that's just part of it.
These painted dogs have seen this setup before.
Nice.
Last year, the workup with the painted dogs went really well. I think it's gonna go pretty smooth, but I definitely think the females are going to be wary of our presence, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out. We definitely have our work cut out for us today.
I'm gonna open and just see what I can see.
Okay. Who is that?
That's Remy, Pollock.
So when we separate the dogs, all of the boys are going to be on the really large habitat side, and then we're going to be putting the girls in our 2 offholdings. And then from there, we're going to separate one female out by herself. Come on. Nice. Come on, Mo. Good girl. Good freaking job. Done. All right, step 1.
So I'm just prepping our dart right now to immobilize our first painted dog.
Mo right now is just pacing the fence line because she's by herself, so she knows something's going on. She's looking at her brothers and sisters, being like, why am I over here?
It's a bit of a challenging situation because we do have dogs on all sides. I'm just gonna be patient and take my time and try to get a really good shot.
Slow down, Briley.
We're with you in spirit.
Thank you. I'm just trying to pick up on her pace. She just turns really fast. African painted dogs, they are athletes, they're agile, they're fast. Monet is just running back and forth and she's not really giving me a break. That's not any better. I'm picking up on Monet's pattern, trying to see if I can get a little booty shot, and so I see a split second where I have an opportunity and I take it. And unfortunately, I miss. So it's in the corner, didn't hit anybody.
That's okay.
It's not awesome to miss. I've done it before, so I mean, it's to be expected. The point is you just have to kind of move on, don't beat yourself up. It happens to everybody. She got none of that.
I think they're more wise this year, huh?
Oh, they're totally savvy. Okay. She's not stopping for anything.
Monet has tremendous energy. She's really just constantly running back and forth. If she were in the wild, this is exactly what she would be doing to exhaust her prey.
All right, gonna go try again. All right.
We're going to be anesthetizing our 3 female painted dogs, Georgia, Frida, and Monet. We are going to be anesthetizing Monet first.
All right. This isn't their first rodeo. They certainly have seen us do this procedure before. These are extremely intelligent dogs. They know what I'm up to.
Hi, we're here. Good girl.
Nice, Lauren.
Good job, Lauren.
So finally, success. I get a dart into Monet's hip.
Too wobbly.
Monet has responded very well to the medication. She looked really, really sleepy, but they can trick you. So it's really important that we test her before we have staff enter that yard. And so we're gonna just poke her with a stick.
Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, here we go.
For everybody's safety, it's important that I have the animal completely anesthetized before we get hands-on.
Yep. You got her?
I got it.
Let's go.
We'll set up right here, guys. These are the implants that we have here. It's like a big microchip, so I'm gonna put it into the muscle. The expectation is that this is gonna last about a year. You know, it kind of goes without saying, you don't want brothers and sisters breeding. That's not good for genetic diversity, and it's just not appropriate. We got bloods, we got implants in, vaccines are in. She's very relaxed.
Yeah, she is.
Our exam is done, implants are in, I'm really happy, and now our next step is to reverse Monet.
Good?
It's tough being a girl. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know they're getting a bit worked up, and
Yeah.
it's getting a little late. It's getting a little hot, so this is time to call it. At least we got one down.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think
One
it might.
better than none.
That's true. So it might be worthwhile regrouping, potentially try it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
I'm super impressed with Monet. She knows how to avoid me. It's a good skill set for her. It probably didn't work in my favor today, but altogether, I'm proud of her. She did really well.
Okay, everybody ready?
She's like, hell yeah. She's like, oh, I feel a little sore in these back legs. Come here.
Good girl.
Step up. Good job. Awesome.
Hi, guys. Come on, Dennis. Come on, guys. Oh, it's
Hi, Biko. Are you ready to go outside, buddy? Biko is a Scarlet Macaw that we have here at Zoo Tampa. Hi. I've been at Zoo Tampa for about 16 years, and Biko has been here since before I've been here, so a very long time. Good boy. He was actually an illegally imported bird that was confiscated in the early 1990s. He was brought to the zoo by U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and they knew that we would provide him with a good home. There you go, Beak. He is estimated to be at least 30 years old, so for a macaw, that's kind of midlife. Macaws live a very long time. Biko has a decent vocabulary, so he likes to say hello. Hi, Biko. Can you say hello? Hello. Good boy. We take our macaws out on a daily basis to a habitat at the front of the zoo. Can you go hang out on the habitat? Biko is not able to fly due to a shoulder injury that might have been caused from being illegally imported into the country. Where are we going? Are you flying? Biko is very curious. He loves to explore. Good boy, Biko. There we go. Whee! When he gets excited, he does like to talk. Are you flying? So we'll take him out on mingles throughout the park to meet guests. Hi, how are you? Are you flying, Biko? You're so excited. He's a very silly bird, lots of personality, and just a very big, beautiful macaw. You ready, Beak? Good boy. You guys ready? Let's go outside. Oh my goodness. You love it? All 5 of them.
Nice little snowman there. We don't see too many of those here in Tampa.
Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hello, handsome.
Your friends are here.
Johnny is like my favorite animal that ever existed. He's the best animal in the world. Don't tell anybody else I said that because I say that about a lot of animals, but I really mean it about him.
Are you gonna cooperate?
Today we're working on getting voluntary radiographs of Johnny Rhino's horn area in particular because he has a large crack in it.
Come back, friend.
We want to see exactly how far it goes down. Does it meet the bone or is it just a superficial crack?
Oh, he's shivering. His little leg.
This crack has been an issue for quite a while. It started out as a very small crack in his horn, which is totally normal. We weren't concerned about it. As time has progressed and as it's grown out, it has spread. So now it's like a full-grown hole in the front of his horn. Hi, Bubba.
Can you clean out your horns or your pictures?
Rhino horns are fascinating. They're literally keratin, which is the same protein that human fingernails and hair are made out of. I think people think of rhino horns for like African rhinos that are really long and pointy. Even those, the rhino is shaped. So a rhino horn does not grow in pointy. It is shaped that way, just like you file down the fingernail. But Johnny's in particular seems to be getting a bit worse, so it is concerning.
What a good boy.
Greater one-horn rhinos are reported to have incidences of a type of cancer in their horn. So one of the things we want to do is get the radiograph so that we can see if there's any signs of infection in the bone underneath the horn, and also look for any signs that there could be a cancer growing as well.
Hi. Good job. Everyone really loves Johnny here, especially now that he's a proud papa. It would be super sad if there was something going on more extreme. Hopefully it's just a crack in his horn and it's not anything out of the ordinary.
Hi. Gonna help us do this today? Can you step forward a little more? Thank you.
Johnny is such a special creature, but he does have a tendency to be a little bit nervous about new things and new sounds and can be very easily startled. We're relying on him to participate with us so that we can get these images. So what we need to do is hold the radiograph plate very still.
Remember this?
Rob, you can come in. I'm gonna have you stand over here though. I'm gonna walk Johnny away for a second and try and bring him back and see if he gets a little bit closer. Hey, Bubba. Hi, I'm over here now.
Johnny, to me, is a bit of a delicate flower.
What a good boy.
Could just be the flutter of the wind, or you open a wrapper, it just is a little too much for him, and he's not expecting it. He's big, so you gotta kind of make sure you're aware of what he's doing and how he's moving.
All right, I'm gonna bring you back and we're gonna try.
Do you want me to have this just up?
Sure. You're the most handsome boy.
Rob, if you want to step into whatever place you're going to be, we'll see how you react. So we'll give him a moment to adjust.
Ooh, sorry. That was my fault. That was my fault.
It's okay.
Even though he's huge, he doesn't have the most confidence sometimes. He's certainly surprised when new objects enter his space. Can you come back?
He's a little bit of a delicate, sensitive soul.
Can you go back? Good job. Ready for this thing? I'm gonna hold it. Go for it. I'm gonna hold it with this thing next to it, okay? Good boy.
Oh, brave boy.
Shooting. Ooh.
That looked like it was gonna be the money shot.
They're beautiful images.
He's like, that was it, you guys got it. So we got several images, and 2 of them at least are like minimal motion that we're gonna be able to look at really closely. So this is my lead glove that was protecting my hand, so that's what that is. But this is his horn. This is that hole in the front, and then that's all the eroded part.
Well, that's good then, right? Because it's not going all the way down to the base.
Well, that we can see.
Right now, things don't look so bad. The changes that we're seeing on these initial radiographs are really subtle, so probably just like some chronic old age changes. The next step is going to be to use some contrast liquid so that if any of these defects and wounds in the horn go all the way down to connect to the bone, that will help highlight that.
Hey, buddy. We're gonna do some more practice sessions before we attempt to do it again, but I'm optimistic that he's gonna be great next time.
Yeah, if you need us to come up with more stuff or whatever for practice, let us know.
Okay.
Whatever we can do to help.
He needs to learn English, I think, actually. And then we can explain the whole situation to him.
All right, John, thanks for being such a good patient.
The beautiful thing about working at a zoo is this entire zoo is my office. Try to get out every day and walk the entire park. We're in the main free flight aviary right now. All the birds are getting breakfast, so they're pretty active. I've been here with the zoo now over 17 years. I've worked with pretty much every single mammal species here at the zoo, from manatees to elephants. I've been around the block. Yeah, look at that is a gorgeous cat.
She is pretty.
Every animal here does have a unique story, whether they're born here, they've come here, they're part of our family. And look at that face. How could you not love that face? As exciting as it is to welcome new animals here, there are also times when it's difficult to say goodbye to some of the animals, but these animals are gonna go on and continue their story somewhere else and hopefully have as much success as we had here.
Oh my goodness. Tiga? Sorry, I don't have snacks, just my love.
It being Tiga's last night, it's probably the most difficult part of the job is these animals become our family. We work with them, we see them more than we see our own families.
Scratches everywhere.
This isn't so bad.
As hard as it is, we know that there's something more exciting on the other end.
You better get some rest tonight. Big day tomorrow. Trailer's all set up, it's getting dark, she's tucked in for the night, so I'm gonna go home, maybe sob a little bit to myself, and then get ready for tomorrow.
Oh no, it's already here. Tomorrow, she's leaving us.
It'll be a big day.
No banana? Good boy.
Hi, Biko. I went to go pick up Biko from the habitat. He had been out there for the day, and I noticed when I picked him up that he wasn't using his left leg, and he was also really quiet. So generally, he's pretty quick to come up to see me, say hi, and he was definitely not acting like himself. Good boy, Biko. It was really nerve-wracking and definitely unsettling to see him like that. Something that could explain not being able to use his left leg could have been something like a seizure or a stroke type event, something neurological that was going on. So we'll have a full workup done by our vets to see if they can pinpoint what might have happened. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Right now, Josh and I are just prepping to give a little bit of a pre-med.
You know something is up.
That's right. All right, need your nose. To help with any stress and anxiety of coming up to the hospital, I'm gonna give him a little sedative in his nose. Got it. He's like, what the heck? So the pre-med doesn't completely sedate him. He's still able to stand, he's still able to be aware and look around, but it just kind of takes that edge off.
You excited for a golf cart ride?
I sure am.
Here we go, buddy.
One thing that Biko really likes is golf cart rides, and we're actually gonna bring him up to the hospital on the golf cart. So this is something that's gonna be very enjoyable for him.
Here we go, buddy. Are you flying, Biko? Are you flying? Because he is very curious. Said he loves the golf cart rides because he can't fly. I think he likes the breeze and the wind in his face, like a dog. Alrighty, Biko.
All right.
I think he's feeling it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Little sleepy boy?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to fully anesthetize him, so he's gonna get really sleepy, and that way we can do our entire exam. Hopefully it doesn't pop off though, yeah. There are a couple of things that are going to be really important for me to evaluate on Biko. I want to see how his body condition is. I want to feel his legs and see if there's anything off with his feet or his limbs. No broken legs, no sprains, no fractures from what I can see. Cool. You want to go ahead and grab some blood?
Sure. Poking.
Blood work's going to be very important as well as an x-ray. For a bird to suddenly not use a leg raises some real concerns for me. Worst case scenario is some type of tumor.
Okay, prepping. Shooting. Shooting.
Oh, the things we see. We just took some x-rays of Biko. The good news is I'm not seeing any obvious tumors, but there are a couple of subtle changes that warrant further review. So these are x-rays of Biko, and his liver is not smoothly outlined, so that's a little bit of a unique finding. I think there's a possibility that there's something going on in his liver, so it will be really important to follow up on that with blood work. So I'm kind of scratching my head right now. It's kind of challenging. You don't get an absolute diagnostic or diagnosis in this case. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is just a weird random event for Biko. You're getting there, Fran.
There we go. That's better.
Almost.
It's like not quite.
We're getting there.
Hi, Biko. Are you waking up? I mean, inconclusive at the moment. They still are waiting results for a lot of the tests, but he's healthy at least today. Hi, buddy. I'll step up.
Oh,
What
I love
this
my
is?
perch.
He's like, yes.
I love my perch.
Let's step up.
He's like, this
Good
is what I'm talking
boy.
about.
Okay.
That's good.
Good morning. Say hi, Chloe.
I grew up in the country and I always loved being around animals. My family is very outdoor oriented, so it's always been something that's interested me. It still feels a little bit like swollen up here, so we'll see. That might come down again.
Okay.
When I was about 12, I realized that I wanted to be a wildlife vet, and that was that.
She's still going to sleep, so it's going to be a while.
I'm really excited about being a part of the mission of Zoo Tampa and continuing to do our work with the animals in our care.
Body condition still looks really good. She's so pretty.
Every single animal here brightens my day, every single day.
Hi, buddy. Do you just want to lay down for your rads today? So today we're going to get another round of radiographs on our male greater one-horned rhino, Johnny. We're hoping to use some contrast this time so we can see exactly how far down the crack that's in his horn goes. There are so many things that it could be. It could easily just be a weird fungal infection in his horn, or it could be something as extreme as a cancer underneath his horn. We really don't know until we get some concrete images of it.
This is just pressurized air. So essentially, we just like to clean it out. So if there's any dirt or debris, the pressurized air will just blow it out the top. I'm sure that tickles. His horn is nice and clean today.
I am drawing up our contrast liquids, and that will light up on our radiographs, and so we can really track down how far the defects go to make sure that they're not getting all the way down to the bone.
Hi, this is the setup.
You ready for your close-up? Can I have this part?
When I was in vet school, I got to do a research project working with the greater one-horned rhinos at the Cincinnati Zoo. I was obsessed with rhinos after that. And then when I eventually came here and met Johnny, he kind of just, it was all over. He's the best animal in the world.
Okay. You are the most handsome and perfect angel that there ever was.
Prepping, shooting.
A little bit of lip movement, but his head was pretty still.
I think that might actually work.
Based on these radiographs with Johnny, we're cautiously optimistic. We don't see any overt evidence of cancer, which is great news for Johnny.
It's just the greens making noise here.
So far, it seems like this is going to be a superficial infection just of the horn that we're going to be able to manage just medically, mostly to clean it out every day, make sure that there's no debris in there and it could cause an infection. And it's going to hopefully just keep growing out and we'll have a normal horn. We've got some really good information. Thanks for being such a rock star, Beck.
You guys ready to go outside?
Good morning. Are we ready for breakfast? So it's a brand new day. The goal was to have everyone's exam done in one day, but the painted dogs have definitely upped their game. We have 1 painted dog complete, 2 more to go. It is really important that we get the new implants in. The clock's ticking on the old implants, and we don't want a gap there where they could potentially breed. That would not be a good scenario. So the game plan is I'm going to start off with Georgia.
She was digging right there, so it's not a bad thing if she just keeps digging at that.
Yeah, like her butt was kind of angled towards me.
That was a great shot, Lauren.
Good job, Lauren.
Thank you, guys. First time around, thankfully I'm successful.
Good job, guys.
You're good. All right, I'm gonna start prepping for her implant side. Sticking. It's a slow releasing hormone that we expect can last about a year that inhibits part of the normal cycling that these dogs have. All right. All right, I'll start getting loaded with the next one.
Great job, guys.
So our final patient today is Frida. I'm able to get a nice close range shot. I feel really good about placement, and I think we're gonna be successful. Here, Mike, I'm coming right in behind you. You guys careful, let me get her head. It's really important when you're working with dangerous animals like this that they are properly sedated. Frida waking up would be extremely dangerous, and that's something that we do not want to happen here.
All right, let's get her off the fence line.
You good, Mike?
Yep, I got her.
All right, pull her back just a little bit. You got control of her head. Watch out, watch out. Here, Mike, I'm coming right in behind you. You guys, you good, Mike?
Yep, I got her.
All right, pull her back just a little bit. You got control of her head. Watch out, watch out. All right, I'm gonna give her some ketamine. So when we go to get Frida, she has a little bit of a reaction. She was not awake, she was not coherent, but she had an involuntary muscle reaction on her body. But in this instance, I just want to be extra cautious. I'm going to give her a safe supplement.
Let's get the sling right outside.
Put it just there. Control her head the whole time. All right, so we'll do the same thing, tuck legs under, and we'll turn to the other way.
It feels awesome finally having all 3 dogs started, and I'm super proud of our entire team to be able to make this all work.
We got everything on our checklist?
Yep.
Perfect.
It definitely takes all of us to be able to make something like this successful.
Yep, perfect. That's perfect, guys. I can't wait till she's standing and bounding around, and then I'm ready to relax a little bit, at least on this front.
Hi, pretty girl.
There she is. All right.
Careful. Sweet. Good stuff.
She's like, that was awesome. Today, baby Gronk is gonna get a new enrichment item. I'm super excited about it. I hope it goes well. It's one of those, like a Weeble that has like weighted on one end so you can push the top down and it pops back up. Yeah, don't go in the pool. So I'm really hoping he like unleashes on it and wants to spar with it and kill it.
All right, what do we got today for our favorite mother-son duo?
We have a Weeble.
This is a brand new toy for him, right?
It's a brand new toy for him, so I hope he likes it. I think it would be an absolute hoot having this thing popped back up and him just sparring with it.
What do you think, buddy? Oh boy, wanna play with a new toy? Oh, I love this little guy. Gronk. He's fantastic. Hopefully we'll see him really knock around and play with us quite a bit. Maybe Jamie will get in there and have some fun too. All right, give it a good pop, Jenny. See if it works.
Rhino,
Oh, you can do better than that. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
I broke it. No.
Pop back up.
Perfect.
I don't know. Something's wrong with the Weeble.
You killed it.
It's not popping back up. Uh-oh. It does not wobble. Stupid Weeble. I really wanted this to be a fun experience, and the Weeble is broken.
What do you think, Ange? Want these
Ready.
guys to come out and play?
Let's do it.
All right, buddy. Go have fun. He's going right out, too.
I hope so.
So brave.
So brave, is that what you think?
Yes.
We'll see.
Because the Weeble is going to be something new in the habitat, I think that he's going to be aware of its presence right away.
It's a great scratching post, if nothing else.
Yeah.
That's great. Man, I really wish that wobble
I
was
sure
working.
do, too. You want to add new things to the lives of all these animals, so as they grow up, new things will come up. And just because it's new doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Oh.
Getting feisty.
That's great. So he got super excited. He played with it. He knocked it over.
His dad would be proud.
He would be proud. Good job, Gronk.
Man, he's knocking around.
Get it.
Really
Yep.
moving it.
It's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Here comes that energy, right?
Yeah.
That fire from there he goes.
There's the zoomies.
The zoomies.
Yeah.
Get it, Gronk.
Doing okay.
Today is the big move for Tiga. It's sad to say goodbye, but it's also exciting that Tiga will go on to be matched up and hopefully have babies. We've got everything in place, ready to go. The team has an incredible bond with Tiga. It's really evident when you're watching them work with Tiga. And it also, on the flip side of that, makes Tiga leaving that much more difficult for them. Tiga's been a really special part of the zoo for the last few years.
It's like there are no other animals in the zoo but me.
It's gonna be tough to say goodbye, but it's time to move on.
Not too late to change our minds, right?
Why Tiga? Does she make you the most emotional?
I don't know. I don't usually get that way over tapers leaving, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. You know, I've worked with a good many tapers over the years, and, you know, it's always hard when, you know, this animal grows up and you've been able to see that happen. But for some reason, I am a little bit more emotional about this particular taper. I'm really gonna miss Tiga. She's a really good little girl. They're separated?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, here's some lettuce.
Because this trailer is going to be new to Tiga, we don't know if she's just gonna walk in on her own. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these items that are special items to entice her to want to be in the trailer and to realize it's not a bad place to be.
We're ready. You ready? This is your big shot. You're gonna do great. Opening. Here you go, sweetheart.
What the?
What is this strange thing?
Opening. Here you go, sweetheart. You got this.
We put all of Tiga's favorite foods in the trailer, so we're about to see what happens.
Everything's outside.
We're over here.
Hi.
What the?
What is this strange thing?
I just saw her go around the corner, and now I'm really starting to get sad. 2 feet in. She is very food motivated.
She's just perfect.
Hang on just a sec.
What?
Okay. Literally, she just walked right into the trailer, and it couldn't have gone better.
Sweet.
Wow, very nicely done.
She did great. We owe it all to Tika.
Well, you couldn't make it any easier than that, so good job. What a good girl.
Yeah,
Right
she's
on.
awesome.
Best taper ever.
In the land.
Bye, Tika.
Bye, honey.
Love you.
Bye, Tika. She's gonna get lots of love where she's going.
All right, time for more taper babies?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you guys. You guys ready to make some more babies?
I mean, we're ready.
There she goes.
Good morning.
Hello.
Oh, so cute. Hey, Britta.
Johnny.
Oh, John. Just here to check on Johnny and get a good recheck on him. In really good news, that defect is growing in.
The hole?
Yeah. It's a very, very slow process. The great news is it looks like everything's working and we're actually starting to see some growth of the normal horn tissue coming back up in that defect. Right here, this is starting, like you can feel the keratin pieces starting to grow up. So we need to keep it clean.
Okay.
They look way, way better.
Okay, whoa, watch yourself.
It, buddy.
That's how you put a divot in your horn. So now we just have to be patient and let his body pump out a new horn and he's gonna look great.
Hi, such a good boy.
He's a dad now. He's gonna have his nice, you know, sunny summer and not have anything to worry about.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Hello, Pico.
I got blood results back on Biko. We tested for a number of things. Good news, they all came back negative. Liver values look good. So I think at this point, what we're gonna do is just watch him closely.
Can you say hello? Hello. Good boy.
So I don't know if you've seen any more episodes since then.
No, he's been good since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think we'll just chalk this off to a one-time event. Just keep an eye on him.
All right, yeah.
So yeah, let me know if anything pops up again. But with that information, I think we just monitor for now. Is that walnut good?
Mm-hmm.
So it's certainly a challenge when you have these one-off events. There's some really important diseases that can cause this type of presentation. But it didn't happen again. I'm really thankful for that. So I'll just be in close touch with the team and see if there's anything weird that pops up with Biko again. Wanna go on a golf cart ride with Josh?
Always. Yeah, so to celebrate that he's completely cleared and good to resume all of his normal fun activities, we're gonna take him on a golf cart ride through the zoo. There we go. Are you ready? Off we go, Biko. He hasn't had any more episodes. He's been a happy-go-lucky bird. He's feeling the breeze. Feathers blowing in the wind. Where are we going? Look at you. Okay, yeah. Look, you're excited. You're so excited. So he's never had the opportunity to fly since he's been in a human care. So to kind of simulate that, he gets that flowing wind and breeze in his face, and he can kind of go at like a high speed, which is fun and exciting for him. Good boy, Biko. Look at you, you're having fun, huh? With Biko being around 30 or in his 30s, he still has a lot of life to live. Macaws and most large parrots can live as long as people, and we're hoping that he does live that life. There you go.